Hey, what's good, Libra? Hope all is well. I'm gonna do a quick reading for you. This is going to be for the lunar eclipse, right? So let's see what kind of energy wants to come out, right, for the lunar eclipse. So far, it's been some interesting readings, and yeah, these are always times when things kind of happen, you know, like just in general. So let's get it. All right. So, what spirit animal will help out Libra on their journey today? Wow, for the eclipse, right? In general. Funny that I said today. Maybe like you're. Oh wow! Look at that. Wow, today. That's why. See, time to let go. 41, 31, right? Which adds up to four. Groundhog spirit. Time to let go, Libra. Whatever you've been holding on to, some kind of love that maybe didn't pan out, right? I'm not surprised that Libra, it's the love thing. But here's the funny thing. I think this is literally like in the native zodiac. This is literally your uh animal zodiac, right? So I'm not surprised that the crow came out. Co-create with spirit. 17. So definitely tap into your fellow, your crow. That's your totem, basically. Like in the native zodiac, that's what you are, the crow. So maybe asking it to help you through this transition. I'm getting chills like everywhere. So I feel like whatever you're having trouble letting go of, let it go, right? Ask the crow. Wow, that rhymes. Let it go, ask the crow. Ah, ha, ha. Yeah. Maybe next time you find a crow feather, right? Give a little offering, take the crow feather, have it with you. You know, when you pray, you could, wow, look at that. Wow. Okay. Let's see here, Libra, what's going on? Which is funny because that's kind of, look at, wow. Okay. See, once, yeah. Okay. Wow. Wow. See, you were probably dealing, that's Aquarius, but you were probably dealing with someone sneaky, which is why, right? Sometimes imagine that's why it's shocks to the nervous system, right? If you study things like, not to say, I know people even say, oh, that word narcissist is used a lot, right? But like once you learn those things actually affect you, like it messes with your nervous system, it creates certain chemical reactions within your body. And so now we're talking science things, even when you deal with people like this, because it starts triggering and conditioning your mind in a way that you don't even understand why you're reacting, right? Like you start feeling, that's why it's called like trauma bonding and all that, right? Like there is like these bonds that form because the way it's explained, right? They give you all this dopamine and then they take it away. Then they give it to you, then they take it away, right? So it's this weird push and pull. And so at the end, then you feel confused, right? Because imagine someone treating you all loving and then they're the complete opposite. And then they're loving again, then they're the complete opposite. And then you even start wondering, like, damn, did I do something wrong? What was and then so it kind of like then you're always hoping for that. No, no, I know they're capable of that because that's how they were in the past or something. They know that I know they're really loving, but it was all a game, a tactic, right? It was actually a strategy, right? That's why this is the first card out the gate is the seven of swords. Someone that's manipulative, someone that see they they're looking to see like see like here they are they coming running yet? Are they this? Are they that? Right? So that's what you were dealing with, and it's funny because the way these cards are out on the table now is interesting, but this was the first card that came out. Prosperity. So I feel like once you let go of this, right, there's something you're gonna focus on. It's gonna come out of nowhere, an opportunity. I even feel like you need a purge because I felt like that nasty, like wanting to like, bleh, like so maybe do a little cleansing for yourself, ceremony, right? I got some incense still burning right here, so maybe yeah, cleanse yourself. Look at this came out, the Four of Swords. So yeah, calling a truce with it, right? Like forgiving in with for yourself, not for whatever, or just that. You're gonna have to put up boundaries. I'm feeling right, like yeah. So, oh, there you are, Libra. Duh. Okay, so there it is. You understand. You understand. This is right. Yeah, resting. Yeah, you were overcharged mentally. Everything. You just have to rest, right? The Wheel of Fortune came out too, right? So I feel like after this rest, like that's complete, right? Strength did come out, so you definitely are gonna have to be strong, right, for yourself. Because, like I said, I feel like, oh, I got chills. So I feel like what you were dealing with was that kind of situation, right? Those trauma bonds, the kind of connection that push and pull, but they were messing you up chemically. If that's and it could be with anyone, like co-workers, workers, friends, um, yeah, all that stuff, right? Love, interests, partnerships, situationships, all that stuff, right? That make you believe something, right? Hopefully you weren't messing with someone that was already involved with someone, right? Because even that's that kind of energy, right? I'm not gonna judge you on it, but you know, that's always gonna be a karmic situation, right? It's always gonna be something that eventually, when it's time for you to get your karma, you're gonna get your karma, unfortunately, right? So, uh, that's just the way things work, right? I don't feel like that. If that was for maybe one person, because it popped in my head for some reason, then that person could hear me out. If not, it feels like most of you, like, yeah, clearly the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. So, pr- prosperity, success, right? So, that kind of stuff, right? Or some, I don't know, for some reason, it doesn't feel like you're being judged for something, but just think how it resonates, right? So I'll leave that energy. If it was for one person, one Libra out there, then you know who you are, right? But the High Priestess came out at the end, so you knew better in a way, right? You knew better, but yeah, or now you do. Maybe this was meant to trigger you to wake up, right? Maybe you started having visions of this person's lies and deceit and trickery, and they just kept lying to you, and but even though you were seeing it, so I feel like, yeah, they were meant to wake you up if that was the case, right? So what else? And if not, this is happening during this eclipse season, right? So something, right? Wow, look at that. See? From this to this, right? From the a new opportunity will eventually lead to this. Both Virgo. Wow. Maybe you're collaborating with a Virgo. Maybe you got Virgo in your chart, or this is during this Virgo season. Maybe it's gonna seem like it's gonna come out of nowhere, right? Or it's just gonna boom, 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 right? But yeah, I mean, hey, that's amazing news. Let me see. I'll pull one from here because I don't know. This feels straight to the point too. This feels very straight to the point, not sugarcoating nothing. Just bam, right out the gate. Right, it was like, hey, this is the energy. Yeah, maybe that. Maybe you felt like, oh no, it's a spiritual connection. Maybe you guys were going into each other's dreams, right? Guys, gals, however. Good vibes only. Just because it's spiritual doesn't mean it's toxic, right? But see, almost this, right? This person, even, right? Like, there's something dark about them, even though, right? Like, it's supposed to look at sus something, right? Like, there's something about them, right? You just feel it, right? Ooh, I got like this whole weird, like, yeah. So there's something about them that, mm, you know. So maybe, oh, I got chills everywhere. Look at, yeah. See, maybe this is how they would look without the mask, right? Or maybe this is you, right? Maybe you weren't thinking clearly. There was something, whether you needed rest, you needed to eat, you needed something. Don't channel messages when you're hungry, right? No, no. It reminds me of that card where, hey, if you got to pull 5 cards for it, it's a no, right? I'll, yeah, yeah, yeah. So just listen, right? Sometimes we'll get the message in our dreams. We'll get the message here. We'll get the message, you know, Yeah, yeah. For me, they do freak things, right? Like the universe will literally do freak things that okay, I can't deny it, and sometimes yeah, you know what I mean? I've shared these stories before, so I won't go into it. But anyways, maybe you're October 1st, October 12th, October 2nd, right? One, two, three, one. Well, I don't know why. I thought one, two, three, right? Maybe because the one, the two, and then together they're three, right? So maybe that you're moving forward, right? One, two, three. So don't feel like you're not going anywhere. Don't feel like right? 12 hours maybe, right? Plan out 12 hours a day to do stuff, right? Or something. I don't know. If that feels like a lot to you, then don't, right? I know a lot of times, yeah, a lot of us do end up working 12-hour days and stuff at jobs and all that. But yeah, maybe 12 hours for yourself a day and you'll see how fast like things grow. Something, I don't know, right? Just whatever that number 12 means to you, right? Maybe you are October 12th and this is resonating with you, right? So on that note, I think I'll end it there. There's really not nothing else to say. So thank you, Libra. Yeah, you know better, right? You're the high priestess, so you know better, right? So I don't know for the lunar eclipse, if you're just going through it, let me know. Comment, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. All right, peace.